Okay, guys, so revising inverse functions and composite functions, okay, for your upcoming paper one exam, okay, on Tuesday, the 4th of June, 2024, okay, for paper one for students in the UK. Okay, this is question number 4, okay, pause the video and give it a go if you can. Okay, the function f is defined by this, okay, f of x equals 3x minus 7 over x minus 2, where x belongs to a set of real numbers and x cannot equal to 2, okay, because then the denominator obviously equals 0, which we can't have. Okay, so x equals 2 is what I call an asymptote, okay, to the curve. Part A, find f inverse of 7, or the inverse, okay, at point 7. Okay, step 1, write it as y equals f of x, so y equals 3x minus 7 all over x minus 2. We're going to swap the x's and y's around and rearrange to make y the subject, okay, of this, okay. So we're going to swap x and y around. So x goes here, y goes here, and then I'm going to rearrange it to make y the subject. And then my last step will be to swap y with x, okay. So I'm going to have x lots of this. So I'm going to have xy minus 2x equals 3y minus 7. Get all my y terms onto one side and all my non-y terms on the other side, okay, or the separate side, I should say. So I'm going to subtract 3y on both sides and then add the 2x at the same time. So we're going to have xy, do it here actually, we're going to have xy minus 3y is equal to 7, or I'll write it as 2x minus 7. Factorize out the y, so we have y lots of x minus 3. Sorry guys, what? No handwriting. 7. Dividing both sides by x minus 3. We're going to get that f inverse, or y, is equal to 2x minus 7 over x minus 3. And the last step, guys, is just to write down, okay, or swap the y with f inverse of x, or f to the minus 1 of x, okay, f inverse, okay. And then the final step there, guys, will be to substitute in 7 into here, so f to the minus 1 of x. Sorry guys for my workings here, like being like a bit bouncy all over the place, because I've got like limited space here. So 2 times 7 is going to be 14. 14 minus 7 will be 7 over 7 minus 3, which is 4. So my final answer will be 7/4, okay, or 1.75 or 1 3/4. Either answer would suffice. The answer to that one is going to be 7/4. And then part B is a composite function. So that f of x is equal to ax plus b over x minus 3, where a and b are integers to be found. Okay, so I'm now going to delete this. So I've got more space to answer the question. So I'm going to replace x in my function of x with that fraction there. Okay, so it is going to look a bit messy for a second, and then we'll rearrange it. So f of x, guys, we're going to put f back into f, okay? So we start with the function f, okay? And we substitute this back into here, actually, essentially, okay? So this is what we're going to have, actually. We're going to have 3 lots of all this, okay? So it is going to look actually quite nasty, okay? So it will look horrible momentarily, okay? And then we'll obviously simplify the fraction. This is our first fraction, okay, the numerator, and then over the denominator, again, replace x with all this. We have 3x minus 7. Okay. But you see, yeah, it is not as bad as it looks, okay, when you first look at it. And then don't forget that minus 2 at the end. Okay. And also, yeah, I can't actually forget that minus 7 actually, okay, because I've got 2 minus 7s there, I think, if I'm not mistaken, okay? Because the x there is going to be all this, obviously, and then I've got the minus 7. I'm not going to expand the bracket in, so I'm going to have 9x minus 21, okay, all over x minus 2, and then subtract that 7. But I'm going to write that 7 as 7 lots of x minus 2, okay? So we're going to have, if I'm not mistaken here, okay, remember, we'll be adding, okay, negative 7, to minus 7 lots of, okay. So this actually becomes a positive here, becomes a positive here, and it will come clear why in a second. Okay. Remember, this is all over the bottom fraction. Okay, we're not actually finished yet. Okay, I'm gonna have minus 2 lots of this. Okay. And again, if you're unsure about the signs, just collect as you normally would, and then obviously you will get that. Okay. Essentially, I'm doing, okay, this minus, so I'm doing 2 times all this here, but obviously keeping that minus sign there. So I get minus 2x plus 4 all over x minus 2. Now, what is this going to simplify to? Well, I'm going to have 2x. So 2x minus 7, if I'm not mistaken here. So 2x minus 7 on the top over x minus 2. And remember, guys, I'm dividing it by this fraction here. That's going to be x minus 3. Okay, this is starting to make a bit more sense now because I can see the x minus 3 on the denominator. Okay, all over x minus 2. So when we divide by a fraction, I use the KFC method or the KCF method. Okay, keep the first fraction, flip the second, and then change it to a times. So it becomes, guys, okay, this times this over this times this. These actually cancel, okay. So I'm just left with 2x minus 7 over x minus 3, okay, because you're going to multiply by the reciprocal, okay. And again, sorry for like jumping like a bit of actually steps there, but hopefully you can see that. So that will now obviously become a multiplication there. So you'll be multiplying by x minus 2 over x minus 3. Okay. And then you can like cross cancel, okay, or cross simplify. You get that over that, where a is equal to 2, guys, and if I'm not mistaken, b is equal to minus 7. Okay, so that was quite a trickier, okay, but a doable question. Okay, so please revise, okay, functions, inverse functions, composite functions. I've got loads of videos here from GCSE Maths here, so look at those videos, okay, but revise this topic because I think it will definitely come up here on either your papers 1 or paper 2 exam. next week. Okay? Bye for now. Take care. All the best.